You'll have to pardon my messy garage because I'm not at Stove's place today. Today I'm going to be installing a Kawasaki comfort gel seat for my 2007 Kawasaki Vulcan 900. So this is a 900 Custom, and the seat's a little bit different than the Classic, however both are interchangeable from what I understand. And this, the stock seat is on, and this is the Kawasaki comfort gel seat that's offered by Kawasaki itself. I got on Revzilla for about $250. So I'll be showing you what it takes to install this on one of these. Here's the tools you're going to need. Your stock seat and the stock hardware with it, your key for getting the old seat off, and a 10mm socket. An extension might help as it's a little easier to spin around, but you can definitely do it with just a shallow socket. The overall install should take you anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, a little bit longer if you're filming for it. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove your old seat by putting your key in this little slot down here, turning it to the right until you see the seat just pop a little bit, and then the seat pulls right up. Now that the seats are both out, let's get a quick side-by-side. This new comfort seat seems a little less wide. Like, this is a very wide seat, this stock custom seat, and it is nowhere near as thick as the new one. The new seat will not come with hardware that you need to mount it to the bike, including the grommets. So what you'll need to do is flip over your old seat, preferably not on your garage floor. Again, my garage is quite a mess. And you're going to need to remove 4 of these 10mm bolts, 1 to hold the back strap, or 2 to hold the back strap on, and 2 that hold the seat bracket on that clips into the rear fender itself. These are just 10 mils, and they come out relatively easy. And you're also going to need to remove 8 of these grommets, which you can just twist and pull up and twist. Might be easier with 2 hands since I am holding a camera, but there you go. These come out, and I'll show you where to put them on in the new seat. Now that you've removed your nuts, you can put them somewhere where you're not going to lose them. They're all the same size and thread, so it doesn't matter if you mix and match them, they'll all fit back where they have to go. At this point you can leave this back strap on. The new seat does come with a strap that I'll show you how to install. You can just lift this guy up here, and then we're going to go ahead, take this, put it somewhere else, and transfer everything over to the new seat once we get these grommets out. The grommets may be a little dirty, so you might want to wash your hands before touching your new seat. Now that your old seat's out of the way and out of your life forever, you can put the new grommets in each one of the holes that were kind of like on the old ones. These grommets should go in pretty easy for you. Just kind of give them a little twist in, almost as if you're threading something, even though no, these are not threaded, but that's the easiest way I found to get these in. Definitely helps with 2 hands. Alright, once all the grommets are on, it's time to put this bracket in from the old seat. Goes right over there. Secure it with 2 of the nuts that you took off from the last seat. Although they didn't come with any torque specs, I'm just going to tighten them down to the point where they're tight. Not too tight because you don't want to go crazy. It is plastic. You're securing these 2. So enough where there's no movement, and the ratchet feels pretty tight on there. So next, we're going to install the leather strap around the seat and then install the other bolts on it. This is the new leather strap that came with it, and you're going to want to install it with this seam facing down so you don't have it when it's up, unless you prefer it up for some reason, if that's your style. So it just goes around here, and then we're going to flip the seat around and go to the other side. And it might just be a little tight. Mine certainly is, so I'm going to play around with this a little bit just to get it right. Well, that was pretty tight and required some finagling, but eventually you'll get it. You just kind of really have to pull really hard, and it will go over eventually. It's just it's a little difficult. So I forgot to mention that there's washers on the old strap on your old seat. You have to take those off as well, and you're going to want to put them on these parts of your new seat to make sure that you're putting more pressure on this washer than you are the leather. So we're going to put the 10mm bolts back on and tighten those down using about the same amount of force as we used for this plate. So now that those bolts are back on, or nuts rather, securing that strap in place fairly tight, we're going to flip it around, inspect our work, and you can see it's a little tight around there, but don't worry, leather does stretch over time. So we're going to put this seat on where it belongs. All right, and to do that, it's just like putting on your stock seat. You got this little lip in the front there, which slides right underneath there, as so. That goes in, and then your seat just clicks into place. Alright, so it might be just a little difficult to click it into place the first time, because this is a brand new seat. It definitely will become easier with age, but as the leather's still so tight and everything, it does take a couple tries. It took me maybe 2 tries. Yours may vary, but there you go. It is now installed. It's on. Really looks nice on this bike. I was a little concerned, thinking maybe it was going to be too padded and a little too tall, but it sits really nice and it looks great. And I do love this Vulcan emblem that they've got kind of embossed into here, into the seat at the end, which you don't get with your stock seat. Yeah, it sure does look great. So at this point, you can take your key out, store it somewhere safe, and there's only one thing left to do. It's enjoy a quick little ride. So what I'm going to do is take a ride this weekend and then tell you how it is afterwards, after probably a good 2-hour, 3-hour-ish ride, and really compare it to the last seat that I had, or the stock one. So make sure you watch out for that video. I'll also probably do a follow-up review after like a couple of months so I can really get used to it, really break it in, and then see how that is. So make sure you subscribe, like the video if you liked it, share it with a friend, share it with the Kawasaki community if you feel it might be helpful for them. And remember, as always, keep it foul. I apologize for the sweat. It's because I'm hot and it's fat outside.